Well, kakatapos lang ng isang activity namin. And I'm just gonna share some pieces of food for thought. Kasi
Every home a heart to guide. Filipino strength standing by your side. Through every mile, through every fight, your family's light burning bright. Family physicians give life a healthy life.
for thought. Kasi napanood ko yung, or rather nabasa ko, yung isang statement or headline from Cagayan. It was in relation with the State of the Nation address of President Marcos Jr. Ang sabi doon, Cagayan will be, kumbaga, hosting the country's first space station, and we will launch a rocket to space. Now, wow, futuristic, and at the same time, wow, innovative. First thing that comes to mind is parang trailblazer of a statement, but let's be honest, is it really the time? The funding for that type of project, is it well appropriated to be used in the current situation sa ating bansa? I'm not gonna lie, I would see patients, nahihirapan na sila makapagbayad ng mga consults nila. Even the same time, prices of food and commodities are getting are skyrocketing, tumataas na ang presyo ng petrolyo, bumapatak na naman ng more than 100 per liter. And even, well, cost of living, sobrang taas na. Minsan parang isip mo, paano kaya yung mga below minimum wage earners, alam mo kung meron pero iba ngayon, paano sila nakakapag-survive? And yet the government is still pushing things that like launching a rocket to space. Magkano yung funding doon? The funding for creating a rocket. Yes, meron kang partnership with a Korean company, but there will always be a catch dyan. Meron ka din, may benefits yan for them, benefits sa atin. But if you would look at it entirely, is it the right time to present a space station or a space program or spaceport sa ating country while we are facing future crisis, the super El Nino, oil crisis again, almost going back to the same last May or March. Healthcare is somewhat controversial recently. Dami mga post of dissatisfaction. We have an exodus of healthcare providers and we have underpaid staff. Isipin nyo, kung ito ang mga projects na ini-aim ng ating bansa, and you would see that there are other things that should have been prioritized. It's quite disappointing, kumbaga. Why are we prioritizing stuff that can be the fund can be allotted for something else that will benefit a majority of Filipinos? Okay? You defunded PhilHealth. The government defunded PhilHealth. Yes, they increased other coverages, but with the promise of universal healthcare is still not being fulfilled. Nababayaran, sabi nila, no balance billing. Yes, that's true. Only in government hospitals. Okay, dun lang. There are other hospitals, there are private hospitals. If the government medical insurance companies can also cover those payments, that would have been the best. Okay, that could have been at par of a comparison with other countries. Pero syempre, hindi natin yung magagawa. We are leaking out funds for anything else other than health. Ang hirap kasing isipin na they're pushing some projects na it cannot be 100% kumbaga magiging beneficial ang isang Filipino. Yes, PhilHealth can pay, but cannot pay a lot. It cannot pay 100%. May mga pabayaran at out of pocket ka pa rin. Yung promise ng universal healthcare, there should have been no out of pocket. Magiging walang out of pocket lang yan kapag nasa government employee or government hospital ka. So, where are we right now? Hirap, di ba? Hirap isipin kung are those still promises that are still hanging? Matutupad pa kaya yon? Even to the point na previously a top official mentioned na other countries are admiring our healthcare system, but in fact, our healthcare system right now, parang it's struggling. It's struggling. Hirap. Because we are pushing some facilities na hirap naman ng manpower. Bakit hirap ang manpower? Because employees, well, we cannot hire employees. Why? Because professionals see our job offers as subpar compared to other countries. Mas malaki pa ang sahod sa labas compared sa ating bansa. So, anong mas pipiliin mo if you're a private or a professional? Would you rather take the wage or the pay in our country, sa Pilipinas? Pero if you look at the comparison of the wage abroad, di hamak na mas malaki doon. And you will be appreciated even more because of a professional standpoint, mas they value you more rather than here. Pag napansin nyo dito, people often go bashing you, they can post you on social media, they can criticize you on the spot, okay, they can make names, they can make up stories about you. Sobrang hirap, di ba? Sobrang hirap magtrabaho na maayos at sapat. Nakakatawa nga yung sinasabi ng iba noon, trabaho ka na lang ng illegal para magkaroon ka ng sahod na yung hinihingi mo, no? Pero wag naman. Huwag natin gayahin yung mga umabot sa flood control, anything like that. Pero the point is yun. Our government is funding things na nakakakuan lang. Nakaka-disappoint na yun pa yung unahin compared to other things that can be beneficial for the 110 million Filipinos who are relying on the government, okay, to push them, okay, or to ease the struggle, provide them comfort in this volatile world. Pero congrats na we're now considered as an upper middle class country. It's just a name, it's just a ranking. Hindi mo na mapapakain yung Pilipino just by saying, ay, upper middle class country ako. Hindi mo makakain ng isang dakot ng kanin or ulam. Hindi mo mapapaulam yun. It's just a status, a label sa taas ng ulo ng bansa. But your country is still struggling. So sana naman isip-isip tayo in the upcoming election for 2028. Isip tayo ng mas maayos. Mamili tayo ng mas maayos. Kung ito yung mga decisions at saka mga priorities, okay, we're not going anywhere. Correction. The only place that we can go might be outside the door. Ang sakit tignan, di ba? Yan lang naman. Just a soundbite.